one of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Primetime.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker set to get things started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 18.
Stroud going to throw right away. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 18.
They'll run it, and it's the USC man, Woody Marks. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the 49.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Right back to Marks on 1st down. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Stroud. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Stroud. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Drew Tranquil. He's going to need to be accounted for more going forward. Already his 2nd sack on this opening possession. The Texans set to punt this one away. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. Open man is Royals. He's got it. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and They're able to pick up the first down.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Here's 3rd and 2. We'll try and run it with Walker. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be brought down.
You almost done, Luke?
45. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, KC.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
First and 10 for Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Texans' 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 3. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
40, yellow, yellow, Argo Louis.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is hot down the field. It's Worthy. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22.
At the 18-yard line.
So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and less than a yard.
Yellow. Argo Louis.
We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
Yellow, yellow.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Right side.
Walker is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And now they want to show they mean business here. Offense going to remain out there and try for 2.
For the 2-point conversion.
15.
Now, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. See if that
You know that's
back to
good
bite
morning.
a bit later on
Come here.
in this one.
All your nighttime
As for now,
stuff.
remains a 6-0 lead.
Harrison Butker to kick
So now
off
it's
for
Butker
Kansas City.
following the touchdown to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
At their own 29-yard line.
What's what? 18. What's up?
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. He'll get this forward to Worthy. And a nice defensive play. There's good awareness coming through to make the play in the backfield for a loss of yard. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Yellow.
Now Walker. He's to the 10. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. His 12th touchdown of the year. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added self this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage.
And Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the ground, it's Martin to open the drive. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring.
Okay, do the other one. Fix the other one, Luke.
Down for a short gain.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
What 18? What's that?
To throw, it's Stroud. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball, that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
Wait! That's a lot, Yellow!
Play action here. Mahomes forced out wide. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 39 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Yellow!
They'll run here with Walker. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly didn't take long. 2 back-to-back really nice plays. This one on the ground. And this is the idea, Mike. Every offense in the league, you want to strike fast. You want to have big explosive plays. Now you find yourself here, 1st and goal.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Chiefs. So that is 2 touchdowns in this game, and now 15 for the year. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the quick, right?
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
On the ground, it's Marks. And he'll get about 4 to the 29.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
This is 3rd and 6.
Tony.
Now, Stroud. Now, screen set up for Marks. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Carry now for Marks. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11.
And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So, a pair of first downs moves them out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
18.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Open man, downfield, it's Nico Collins. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back with the second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now, this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Pretty bold call right there, but what you're looking for out of the locker room is just a spark of some sort. They thought they could get it on their special teams. They don't. Now they put their defense in a tough spot, trying to not allow them to extend this lead.
They go play action with Mahomes. That's complete to Royal. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 30.
A big one there to start the second half. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow! 18. Right side.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw to the goal line and in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his second touchdown tonight.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Chiefs 28, Texans nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right. 18. That's it.
On first down, it's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Ow, what's what? 18.
To throw is Stroud. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Tank Dell was the one he was looking for. Third down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run it.
Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. And did the Chiefs get it? They did.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags.
Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
So as you start operating your red zone offense, of course it goes without saying, Mike, you're trying to score touchdowns. But the worst case scenario is that you bring your field goal unit and you at least try for 3. You have to protect the ball. Turnovers are the cardinal sin of red zone offense. In this case, they dodge a little bit of a bullet here. The ball comes loose. Fortunately for the ball carrier, his own team recovers it. They can keep their offense on the field and see if they can finish this drive.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Yellow.
One more time with Walker. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop it for no gain at the 4.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up third down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. They'll run with Walker. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
Loss of 2 yards.
That third down stop, Mike, now changes the entire approach of this offense. You're thinking to yourself, all right, it's third down. Let's run it on up in there. If we don't score, we still have fourth down in our back pocket. But now the defense takes you back for a loss. So what do you do now?
Yellow, yellow. My side.
That's going to be caught. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, KC. That his second TD catch of the season. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right. 18. What's that?
They'll start on the ground, and this is Marks. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up
He's
about
tackled
3.
at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send their tight end left.
What's that?
He'll go again with Marks. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Call it a gain of 13. First down for Houston.
Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now toss to Marks, heading left. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Wow, what's that?
A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The name of the game in the league is to score points. And there's a lot of different ways to do it. You can run it, you can throw it, you can do it in big chunks, you can do it in sustained drives. There's a lot of ways to operate as an offense, but right now, if they don't find a way to start scoring some points, there's just not a lot of paths to victory in the NFL.
Trying the right side, taken in by Collins.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down.
18. What's that?
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. This is hard. He got the connection to Collins. He's going to have a Texans first down as this defense too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
20. First down, Houston.
Here we go. 18. What's that? Right, Tony.
Stroud. And that is incomplete. They couldn't hook up there as time has expired. The 3rd quarter has come to an end. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's that?
We're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field.
Oh, ready? Swap. Mother swap. 19 Texans.
Here's Stroud. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Look the hot, look the hot. Oh, ready? 19. What's that? Hey, south, south, south. Set.
Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Ever so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Take it in, back at his own 12. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
A gain of 9.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Walker. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. And fortunately, it looked like a Chief was able to fall on it. So, yes, Kansas City will retain possession.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 57 color, 15.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
Yellow. Attack. Easy. Right side.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. Forced to his right. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's got another one. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game. And number 14 for the year. Butker now for the point after. The kick is good. And the Chiefs keep widening that lead. It is now 42-0.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Corey. On 18. That's it.
Handoff here, and it's Marks. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Once again, it's Marks. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The Texans getting all set to punt. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. Inside the 40. And they'll finally put an end to this, but a great return to the other side of midfield.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, Ripley, Ripley! Right side!
Handoff, running left, it is Walker. Finding space at the 15. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
And the Chiefs will punt the ball away.
For the Chiefs.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. onside give to Marks. Down at 21, a gain of 1. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Toss right side for Marks. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here. Talk things over before third down. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. We'll talk things over before third down. Throwing is Stroud. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Over. 118. What's that?
They'll go with the sneak. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Let's go, Chief. Yellow. Let's go, 180. Strike.
We'll get this forward to Worthy. And he will have the first down. That is not officially going to end the game, but they're going to be able to take the clock way down after that play.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Yellow, yellow. Let's hit.
Throwing now, Mahomes. This one caught just past the pylon. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record. Here's Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Chiefs continue to bring the hammer down. It is now 49-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And no chance to return this one
The Texans take
through the
over
end zone
first and
for
10
touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
How the snap? Hot. 118. What's that?
On the ground, it's Marks to open the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here we go.
They'll run with Marks. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On 3rd down, here is Marks. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And this was as good as it gets, all 3 phases of the game, in perfect harmony as they post the lopsided shutout victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.